Oh my god. Claudia, you have no idea how much I hate you right now. I really don't want to do this challenge. I have some peanut butter and I have some mayo. And I'm trying to decide which would be better to do the food mustache. And oh my god, I really don't want to do it. I 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 don't want to do it. And you have to understand that I don't like food. Okay, no, the peanut butter smells way too strong. I'm not gonna do the peanut butter. I'm prepared. It's a good thing I like mayo. Ew. Looks like I have a milk mustache. Can't really see. It's mayo. Yeah. Are you proud of me? You better be. Anyway, this week is story week. We are telling stories, so I'm going to tell you the story of how I got stuck in Barcelona because there was snow in Britain, and I can actually see some of this mayonnaise. That's kind of gross. We begin our story in Barcelona, where Katie has had an excellent 3 days, seeing everything that Antonio Gaudi ever did, and speaking Spanish, and generally being happy because she's nearing the end of her 5 weeks traveling through hostels, and it's been kind of exhausting. So yes, she's had a good time in Barcelona, it's been fun. Now she's looking forward to going back to Britain and seeing her family and having Christmas, and also going to an Arcade Fire concert in London the day after she gets back. So it's early December and the plan is to fly back from Barcelona to Gatwick Airport in London, and everything will go fine. She wakes up in the morning and says hello, has breakfast with the people she's met at the youth hostel, and is generally quite happy and excited, and puts her bag in the storage area and takes her letters and goes to the post office and posts her postcards. And then she checks her phone, and she has a text from EasyJet, which EasyJet is usually great. I would highly recommend EasyJet. They are cheap. And so, Britain has been having some problems with snow, because Britain can't deal with snow, which for a Canadian is just quite difficult to understand. But so Katie gets the text, and it says, "Your flight has been cancelled. Please contact the airline." Cue, facepalm, head desk, etc. So I had to go to the airport in a state of relative emotional disrepair. Basically, the long and short of it was, my flight was cancelled. They put me up in a hotel, which was luxury after all my youth hostels, but it was still kind of lonely. While I was waiting for the bus to the hotel, I met these two clowns called Barry Daft and Captain Bananas, and they'd been at a clowning festival in Barcelona, and they were from Britain. So I talked to them, and they told me some jokes. "What's this? My invisible cabbage." So I talked to them, and they cheered me up, and then we got to the hotel, and then I took a tram, and then a subway to the university in Barcelona, and I went to a World AIDS Day event, which was quite fun. I learned some things in Spanish about AIDS. Yay. And then I went back to the hotel, and spoke to other passengers who were stranded. The next day, my flight was cancelled again, and I was very sad because I was pretty sure I wasn't going to make it to this concert, which was that night. So I went to the airport, and I waited at the airport, and I got on a plane to Newcastle, which, if you know anything about Britain, it's not that close to London, really. So I got on a plane to Newcastle, and we left eventually to Newcastle, and I spent an hour in the Newcastle airport, and I bought a ticket from Newcastle to London Heathrow, which wasn't shut because Heathrow is a big airport and it can't really afford to shut, though it did shut some 2 weeks later. And I got into Heathrow, but I didn't make it to the concert, which was too bad. And I realized that I started the story in third person and finished it in first person, but that's okay. Anyway, that's the story I have. My mayonnaise mustache is starting to kind of be painful, so I think I'm gonna go wash it off. But first, a quick challenge. I'm gonna challenge Katie Taylor tomorrow because she hasn't been challenged yet, I don't think. Okay, well, I'm gonna go wash this off, and I'm gonna think, and I will come up with a challenge, and I will tell you when I get back. Oh, it feels all raw and painful. Katie, I challenge you to do at least part of your vlog upside down, and it is up to you how you manage to do that. I look forward to seeing you upside down tomorrow, and meanwhile, have a great week. Goodbye!